Nelson Frazier has the highest quality American-made funeral products, cremation services, mausoleums, and memorial markers, all with a family budget in mind. With 3 chapels located in Hyman, Martin, and now in Prestonsburg, Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is local people serving local families. Streets of Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hometown Sports Corner. Jamie Hughes here. Again, I am at Kim King Court in Hyman, Kentucky, home of the Knott County Central Lady Patriots and Patriots tennis court. Tried to go live just a moment ago on the internet. Didn't work for us, so we'll try this again. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again, right? But nevertheless, as we start the show off tonight, I can go ahead and tell you that Knott County Central, since we were last on the air, the Lady Patriots did win the opening round of the girls' 14th region tennis tournament. They will move on to the semifinals where they'll play Estill County tomorrow night. The winner of that one would play the winner of Hazard and Letcher, Lady Bulldogs and Lady Cougars playing in the other side of the semifinal bracket. Boys will play down in Estill County on Saturday, and so we wish them the best of luck as well. But again, as we told you earlier, and probably showed you some of it, we got a jam-packed show tonight, talking to Clay Maggart. And again, oh my, Marty Clay.
The weekend, and weekend mud, and torque for days, and getting home, and your little brother, and why he drives you crazy.
Just park it over there.
Nope. I think I'm good there. Okay. Keep it close.
You hit my truck.
Really?
In one tight spot. And the strength. And the smarts.
I knew it.
And the Silverado family of trucks. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
And I also had an opportunity to catch up with one of the students here, Mr. Preston Hall. And, man, it's a busy time for you guys here at Hazard.
Yeah, yes it is. We got testing. Yeah, we're busy. We're busy over there.
But then, of course, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling brought their heavyweight champion in here, and you guys got to meet him. That's a little bit of a, I guess, stress reliever, right? Get to do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's always nice to see Marty Clay. He's a fighting champion. Gotta love Marty Clay. People like Kyle Maggart, people like Kyle Maggart is what really just brings it down. So I'm glad we got to see Marty Clay today.
Yeah, for sure. Talk a little bit about this past year, man, and everything. You played a little football, a little basketball, and as we come to the end of the school year, what's the plans for the summer?
We had a great football season, great basketball season. We did a lot of great stuff. Region, we played good in region. So we've had a great time, and it's been great this year. One of the best years I've had. I know that.
I know we've still got a few years of high school football ahead of us, but a lot of football players are now getting in the ring afterwards. Mm-hmm. Is that something you might think about doing?
I know I can cut a promo.
I know that. I guarantee you that.
I can cut a promo.
Can you drop an elbow or suplex somebody? Huh?
Oh yeah, I can drop an elbow. I'm a submission specialist.
Tell everybody your number and who they should be looking for on the football field this fall.
It'll be 11. We'll have number 11. We'll play running back and linebacker this fall.
Guys, again, he's one of the good ones, Preston Hall, and we caught up with him. We're going to get another couple of his classmates in here and talk to them about the end of the school year and what it means for AMW to come to town. Going to meet the heavyweight champion. We'll be back.
Are you ready?
As I said we would, we're being joined now with another one of the Bulldogs. Tell everybody your name and what grade you're in here at Hazard.
Jacob Walker. I'm in 8th grade.
Jacob, of course, one of our basketball players, Hometown Sports Corner, had a chance to cover a couple of his games. He got a lot of game. Brother, this is the time of the year when we typically get a little stressed. We got the test to worry about, all the things that are going to go on this summer, high school coming up. I think it was neat for Appalachian Mountain Wrestling to come over today, have the champion come over, and you guys get to listen to him, talk to him a little bit. You agree with that?
Yeah, it was nice of you all to come over here. I didn't know he was that good, especially he's way better than Kyle. Kyle don't even know how to wrestle, so.
I mean, you know, it's a championship that Kyle's been seeking after. There was about 3 years the champion held the belt, and Marty Clay got the job done, didn't he?
He did. He always gets it done. Kyle's always fell short, so.
But maybe someday before he retires, Kyle gets the belt, you think?
No,
No? You
No.
don't see it in his future?
I don't.
All right. Basketball season come and went, and it's an exciting time for Hazard. You guys tomorrow will name a new high school basketball coach. What's going through your mind about that, brother?
Well, I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the coach from Knott County. I don't really know him too well, but I hope it's all right.
He'll get to know you quite well, though, right? That sweet jump shot.
Yeah.
Who, when you're out on the basketball court, do you kind of look up to? You got a favorite NBA player you like to say, maybe I like his style?
Yeah, I like Steph Curry. He's a shooter.
I think everybody in grade school and middle school basketball likes Steph Curry because he pulls up and hits that jumper, right?
Yeah, and he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Man, give us some shout-outs out to some people that maybe will watch this interview.
I would like to shout out Cameron Miller, and that's about all. No, and Clay Salyers.
Yeah, just making sure Clay don't give you an elbow drop, right?
Yeah.
Man, you've done a good interview, and it's good to talk to you. We'll see you on the basketball court real soon, okay?
All right, thank you.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
Special thanks to Dr. Fran Hughes in Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, for bringing you tonight's coverage of this sporting event. Dr. Fran Hughes is there to help you and your family for all your healthcare needs. First of all, I want to say thank you for allowing us to come over and cover today's event. And if you would, Mr. Hurt, talk a little bit about why stuff like this is good at this time of the year.
You know, we just finished up with testing. It does, it's like a stress reliever for our kids, for our staff, for our community. You know, school year's winding down. It's great for kids and everybody just to kind of go out and experience something they don't normally get to kind of end the school year with.
One of my favorite parts about Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, too, is they use this as an opportunity to raise a little money for the sports programs. And it's an opportunity for kids to get to see something that they love in their backyard. Yeah. A lot of moms and dads got kids, and it's just not affordable or possible for them to take their kids to main events in Lexington and Louisville. But we get to bring quality wrestling right here to our mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. AMW does a great job in, you know, working with schools, trying to help schools, you know, give back to the community. You know, Kyle does a great job promoting the sport and does a good job running AMW. And, you know, it's always nice to be able to be a part of, you know, any event he's able to put on.
And then people would wonder how we're incorporating wrestling into the school year. Not only is it a stress reliever, but we've been able to give away some tickets to some of the kids for good attendance, kind of a motivator there as well. And attendance, as you know better than anybody, is so important for our students.
Oh, it is. It is. You know, I don't think you may be just the average person out there that really knows how important attendance is. You know, kids need to be in school. They need to be learning. They need to get in a routine. They develop social skills while they're in schools along with getting their education. So it's super important to be here and be involved day in, day out with school.
And totally off the subject, but we're going into summer now. As an administrator, what would you say to parents would be a couple important things they can do for their kids during the off season, I guess we could call it?
Just stay in communication with the local school system, see what events they might be putting on, things that they can attend to just keep their students involved with what's going on with the school system. It's also important to relax and, enjoy your summer. Then when it gets closer to the start of next school year, start getting them in the routines that they need to do, getting them up a little bit early, getting them, used to getting to school and, being successful.
I give the kids an opportunity to do this all the time, but let's give you an opportunity to shout out your awesome staff and then somebody else or two that might be watching us today.
Yeah, here at HMS, we got the best staff. I've said it all year. Being first-year principal here, it's been great, and I couldn't do it without the entire staff here. From my office staff, which is top-notch. I wouldn't trade any of them for anybody, to my teachers, my janitors, my cooks, aides, the whole 9 yards, bus drivers. We really got a great thing going here at HMS, and I think if you went around and asked people, they would have said that we had a great school year, and we're looking forward to many more great school years. And I'm looking forward to Saturday night to see my good buddy Kyle. He's going to come out, 3-time AMW champion. Only Grand Slam champion. Many people know that. Only Grand Slam champion in AMW history.
The boys didn't give him any love, though. They're pretty big on Marty Clay, but I think, if I'm right, Marty and Kyle might even, I don't know if they're going to end up getting back on the same side or not. I don't know. We better wait and let the people come see.
Yeah. I'll be in my old buddy Kyle's corner, rooting him on. And
any chance your brother makes it up? Because I could see him being one of the guys that'd have to keep on the other side of the rail. I mean,
he might, he might stroll in, and
we better give him a shout out anyway. But again, thank you so much for letting Hometown drop by. We just wanted to show everybody again what's going on and the good feedback that Appalachian Mountain Wrestling is doing in the community. And it's a good deal, man, for them to give back on a busy time for them.
Oh, it is, and we're so very appreciative of it. They do it, like I said, they do a tremendous job giving back to the community, and I think the community responds well to it. They always show up in full support and always have good outings at AMW events.
Saturday night, folks, you're going to want to be there. This isn't just us trying to sell tickets. You're going to get to watch a quality show in your backyard. A Hall of Famer from WWE coming to town. The heavyweight title will be on the line. A 6-man tag match that I'm going to watch exclusively probably for that one match. It could be real interesting and could determine how a lot of things in the future go for AMW. So as he said, let's all get out Saturday night. Of course, the proceeds go to the Hazard softball team, and we'll have a good time there. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't? No. Already got your signature.
Are you ready?
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
Sports fans, Jamie Hughes here for Hometown Sports Corner, and we are in Hazard, Kentucky at the Hazard Middle School, and I'm with the AMW heavyweight champion. First of all, I haven't had a chance to congratulate you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
What's it like to get out and mingle with these kids and kind of take AMW to the kids?
I mean, it's awesome. To me, it's the best part of wrestling is all the fans, all the kids, being somebody they can look up to and be kind of like a hero for them. That's the best part for me.
They have finished their testing, and so now Appalachian Mountain Wrestling's here, kind of giving them an opportunity to, a little stress relief, I guess, and let them know that you guys was once in their shoes, and if they work hard, they can end up where you're at.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, I grew up always wanting to be a wrestler. I was, like you said, I was in their shoes. I was a kid dreaming of being a wrestler, and now, you know, I just followed my dream, and here I am, AMW champion.
Didn't happen overnight, though.
No.
It took a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication.
Yeah, lots of hard work, lots of traveling, lots of running the roads, you know, trying to make a name, and just trying to get where I'm at now.
Of course, if I'm right, you grew up in Jackson?
Yep.
To get to win that title down in Breathitt County, how'd that feel when they raised
Oh,
your hand?
it was awesome, man. You know, just being in front of all my family, my friends, people that have always supported me since I was that little kid dreaming of being a wrestler, people that was telling me I could do it, being there to watch me and cheer me on and watch me live out my dream, you know, it was awesome.
The goal now, though, from being the gentleman that was chasing the dream to being the guy that everybody's chasing.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, just anytime you're the heavyweight champion, you got the biggest target on your back. Everybody's coming for you, you know. Like this Saturday, I'm taking on Misery, 7-foot monster. You know, that's a pretty tall task, but I've defied the odds before, and I'm going to do it again this Saturday night.
A lot of new things evolving and changing in AMW. A lot of new faces, new leaderships at the top. Some things not necessarily things we agree with.
No, not at all. You know, I used to wrestle for Tony when he was the president of New South Wrestling by itself, and we always got along great. I thought he was a great boss then. I don't know what's changed. He's come in. I guess he's got on some kind of power trip, wanting everybody to do things his way exactly. And if you don't, he's going to try to make you pay for it. I don't know what's up with him, but we're going to figure it out real quick.
My first encounter with him and his friends, let's say, was at Fleming Neon, and I kind of left there with a bad taste in my mouth. They don't really realize how we do things here in Eastern Kentucky, I don't believe.
No. I mean, he brought in Rex and Swayze. I'm no stranger to them. I had my problems with them at New South, and Tony had problems with them at New South. I don't know what he's thinking, bringing them in, thinking they're going to do all his work for him and all this, but that's not going to happen. We're not just going to stand by and let all these New South guys come in and run over AMW. That's not going to happen.
Brother, tell me where you see AMW going. Not just Saturday, but this is a big summer for you guys, and as you being the champion leading the way, where do you see us going?
I mean, right now I would say we're the premier promotion in Kentucky, and we've got some really big things coming up, and I think we're making a huge name all over the Southeast as the top promotion in the Southeast, and it's just going to keep growing from there.
Champions have people that pave the way for them too. Take this time to maybe reflect on some people that paid it forward for you, some people that took you under their wing when you were just getting started.
Well, in high school, John Noble was my basketball coach. You know, he got me started. And then I got up with Kyle Maggard. He trained me a lot. Eddie Browning helped me out a lot. You know, me and Kyle, we've had our differences, but he's always going to be the guy that trained me and helped me get started and showed me how to travel the roads and how to be a professional wrestler.
What do you say to the junior, senior, or the recent graduate that is thinking about taking their talents to the ring?
Just work hard. Be ready to show up and work hard. Be reliable. Be there when you can every day. You know, you've got to make time for this. If you want to make this and be a success in wrestling, you have to make it your top priority.
Got to get with somebody that can train you too. You don't just learn this trade on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't just jump in the ring and be ready to go. A lot of people think you can, but no, you can't.
And then let's go back now to Saturday, and I'll let you go. I know it's a busy day, but Saturday, Hazard, Kentucky. Big man coming, looking to take this that means the most to you. What you got to say to him?
I just got to say he thinks he's going to come in with Tony and run all over me, and like I said earlier, that's not going to happen. I don't care who Tony brings in. I'm a fighting champion. I don't care if it's a 7-foot monster. I don't care if it's Rex and Swayze, anybody from New South that Tony wants to bring in to try to take this from me. All I can do is wish them good luck because this ain't coming off of Marty Clay without a fight.
Marty, I got to believe, too, that you've got some people in the back watching your back, too, because we saw what happened at Neon. Not only are they coming after the belt, but I feel like they're coming after the established Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Yeah, they're trying to take over AMW, and that ain't going to happen.
Come be with us, sports fans. It's going to be an exciting night, and we want you to be there. I've enjoyed my time here at Hazard High School. We'll be back with a little more Hometown Sports Corner after this.
The weekend. And weekend mud. And torque for days. And getting home. And your little brother. And why he drives you crazy.
Just park it over there. Nope. Think I'm good there. Keep it close.
You hit my truck.
Really?
And one tight spot. And the strength. And the smarts.
I knew it.
And the Silverado family of trucks. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Are you ready?
Welcome back, sports fans. Jamie Hughes here in Hazard, Kentucky. I am home of the Warriors. And this gentleman here to the right of me at West Perry Elementary had himself somewhat of a hometown sports corner all-star. Let me introduce everybody again to Mr. Riley Easton. Tell about what grade you're in, brother.
I'm in 4th grade and I'll be in 5th next year.
Of course, played basketball this season for the Warriors' 7th and 8th grade team, huh?
Yep.
Tell me about that, what it was like playing up against the 7th and 8th grade competition.
It was definitely something that, like, they're taller, they're stronger, more physical. You just gotta learn how to get past them and shoot the ball.
Your game shows everybody that you put a lot of time into this, right?
Yep.
As you begin to get into basketball, did you have anybody particular that you liked to watch, or maybe a favorite that you thought someday I'd like to be like him?
Seth Curry and Michael Jordan.
Seth Curry and Michael Jordan. A little bit of both of them. What do you like about those two guys?
Michael Jordan, he's clutch. He can always take the last shot he wanted to. And Steph Curry, he can pull from anywhere on the court.
Then, of course, come over to our All-Star game and got the thing started off. If I remember right, knockout was first.
Yep.
Won that. Then we went to the three-point shootout, and this young man hit 19 three-pointers to win the competition. Had the hot hand, and in fact, his hand was so hot, I wondered if he'd be able to even play in his All-Star game. But then he played so well, he got our MVP. Tell me a little bit about what it was like getting to play in the All-Star game.
It was something great. Last year, I don't think I won anything. And I didn't really do anything last year, and I just wanted to come in and have fun and play the game.
And then to get to play with the best players from all the different schools, that's pretty neat too, right?
Yep.
Then what did it mean to represent your school in the All-Star game? There were about 18 schools there, and you got to represent your school?
Yep. I loved it. It was really an accomplishment that I had to get there.
What's your goals, man? Where do you see yourself going later on in life?
I want to get to the NBA, and I want to keep winning championships and hanging banners and stuff. I really like playing the game.
Guys, this kid will do whatever he wants to do. The sky's the limit for him, and he's one of the reasons we do what we do at Hometown Sports Corner. Man, thanks for talking to me. I'm going to hang on right there. Let's present you with some awards here. How about it? Guys, he won so many awards, but I'm honest with you.
I won all of them, didn't I? Yeah.
He brought them all. Nobody had ever done that. Check out these things. I got to be honest with you. These pretty sweet. We took MJ's picture off and put yours in.
Valid or no?
Yes, it's yours, brother.
I like this.
That is his award. Turn it around there and show him. That's his award, guys, for the Knockout Championship. We'll get a picture of it and him and post as well. And then, as he's holding that one, I'll hold this one for him. It's the last time I'll get to hold it. But again, this one is his 4th Mountain All-Star Grade School three-point championship. One more time, guys. He hit 19 three-pointers. He now holds the record for our All-Star game. It's a three-pointer about every 3 seconds. It was crazy I wish he could have been there in person, but he'll be back next year, I would imagine, trying to break that record. And then last but not least is the one they all want. And this is, let's put it down on this so it doesn't get scratched up. This is his fourth Mountain All-Star Grade School MVP. Congratulations again, brother. Those are pretty cool, ain't they?
Yep.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
Welcome back, sports fans, and I'm with another Hometown Sports Corner All-Star here. And this gentleman here come over for his second Hometown Sports Corner All-Star game, and he had a sensational showing as well. Mr. Cole Prater, and Cole, you were one of our MVPs, brother. We want to present you this plaque.
Thank you.
Looks pretty sweet, don't it?
That's really cool.
Man, talk a little bit about the All-Star game and what it means to you.
Well, All-Star game means a lot. It was really fun and competitive, and being with my friends too, like that was always fun. And like I played really good. It was awesome.
Got to play with a lot of kids that you play against all the time, but then also we had kids from all over the mountains, so you had a lot of good competition as well, and that's kind of neat.
Yeah, that was great. And like I had some of my friends from other schools on my team, which was great. Like I love that.
The game of basketball, when you first started with it, what attracted you to basketball?
I mean, just shooting it through the hoop and dribbling, it just fascinated me so much that I wanted to work on it as much as I could.
Having a big brother that plays as well as Nick does, did that influence you, I would imagine, some on wanting to play like him?
Yes, I wanted to be as good as him or even better than him.
And of course, guys, he is on his way to being one of the best in the mountains. If you haven't had a chance to see this gentleman play, of course, East Curry Elementary, the Miners put on a good game anytime they play. Right now, practicing some with the high school?
Yes, I've been practicing with the Perry County High School from Monday through Thursday, every day.
And then playing travel ball this summer with who?
KBE. We're from London, and most of the kids are from around London. I'm like the only one from Perry County.
What's that like to get to play with kids that maybe you didn't know, or I guess did you play with them last year too, so you kind of knew them from
Yeah, I kind of knew them, but we had new kids this year. It's like you just got to get to know them, but they're really all nice people. They're always fun to be around with and fun to play with.
Now, you've been playing for some time, even though you're only a sixth grader. To have the skill set that you have takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication, right?
Yes, you have to put in the work if you want to be as good as anybody. You have to be determined.
And as much as I bragged on you, I know there's always things that you as a player want to improve on. What are some things during the off season that you're working on?
I want to improve on ball handling. I really do. Just like getting down the court, doing moves, and shooting too. I want to get better at shooting as well.
This doesn't happen without a lot of good help. Let's start off with Mom and Dad. We want to thank them, right?
Yes, I thank my parents so much for all the time they put in for me to play and like just work on it, and it just helped me so much, and they inspire me too.
And then good coaches. I think you've got one of the finest coaching staffs in the country right here. These guys, from the head coach all the way down to the last assistant, they put a lot of time in with you guys.
Yeah, all my coaches, they love us. They love each and every one of us, and they always have our back, no matter what.
And then your teammates. You couldn't have the success during the season, and even the All-Star game, you get recognition and things that happen for you a lot of times because of what you guys do as a team, right?
Yeah, my teammates, they're always there for me. They're always there showing pride, and they just love us, and we love each other.
About your team, if you guys are maybe on a road trip and you're in the hotel playing a little 2K, who's the best player on your team in the video game world?
Well, it ain't me. I'm not the best at 2K. It would probably be Mr. Skylar Harold.
Give him a shout out. Out on the court right now, you guys were hooping some before this interview. Who's the best street baller out there?
That would be me.
Hey, he takes credit for that. I put money on him too, guaranteed. As you go into your 7th grade year, what are you thinking? What are some goals for you, pal?
Well, I want to do better at working in the post. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
started doing it at the end of this year, doing better post moves, but I want to do it like every time and do way better at it.
And then looking to cut down the nets at the end of the season.
Yes. So,
Let's say again what an honor this kid is to cover for us at Hometown Sports, guys. Again, I say it everywhere I go. Look out. High school basketball in about 4 years is going to be crazy good because of kids like him. But before that, you got to get out to some of these grade school games, cheer them on, catch out some of their games, and follow them and so forth. But again, he is one of our Hometown Sports Corner All-Star MVPs. Thanks for talking to me, Mr. Cole
thanks.
Prentice.
Thanks for having me.
Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Nelson Frazier has the highest quality American-made funeral products, cremation services, mausoleums, and memorial markers, all with a family budget in mind. With 3 chapels located in Hyman, Martin, and now in Prestonsburg. Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is local people serving local families.
Streets. No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-31.
And race fans, what numerous events have we seen this American All-Star Series bring to the historic Mountain Motor Speedway? But this was the first race of the season for the American All-Star Series. Check out some of these qualifying times. Brandon Fouts out of Kite, Kentucky, fast qualifying with a 14.333. A.J. Hicks out of Grayson with a 14.593. Oscar McCowan says Martin, Kentucky, but they still claim him right here in Letcher County, 14.617. Hazard, Kentucky, Steve Stallings ran a 14.724. And again, this is for the American All-Star Series, $3,000 to win. As we see Carlton there out of Lawrenceburg, qualified 5th. McLeod, 6th. Corey Brock and Darren Sloan will be the 7th and 8th fastest qualifiers for this $3,000 to win race held right here in Isom, Kentucky, folks. Qualifying so important at this historic track. As you guys know, of course, obviously, you qualify fast, you get yourself a good starting spot in the heat races, and those heat races then often lead you. If you can finish in the top spots, they'll put you in a good starting spot for this feature that you're seeing right now. Again, this was on April the 18th. Care Cottage, Racing to Prevent Child Abuse. One of our great sponsors here at Mountain Motor Speedway. And for Hometown Sports Corner, they're a weekly sponsor of our racing show, as well as they sponsor our Driver of the Week. But all that, here we go, getting ready to turn them loose. Green, 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 boy. How about Tyler Ayrton? He won the last one of these shows here the last time they were in town. And he's off to a good start as he brings them to the first of 40 laps coming out of turn 4. 4, McCowan in the number 2 spot. At number 10 car, Raymond Nichols tonight going to be driven by A.J. Hicks. A little strange to not see Nichols piloting that number 10. He's a little under the weather, and there's our first caution. Caution flies at Mountain Motor Speedway. That's going to take us to a commercial break, folks. You keep it tuned right here to Hometown Sports Corner. We'll bring you back for the rest of this one after. Care Cottage is happy once again to be sponsoring tonight's sporting event. They're also pleased to announce they will launch their second Race to Prevent Child Abuse campaign beginning with this racing season. Tune in each week as we bring you our Driver of the Week, sponsored by CareCottage.org.
Dr. Fran Hughes at Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Quantum Healthcare is now accepting new patients. Dr. Hughes is available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. We accept most major insurances, Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer a sliding fee scale. Contact us at Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Quantum Healthcare for an appointment with Fran Hughes today. Call 606-436-0711 or visit our webpage, www.kymha.com.
And welcome back, sports fans. As we say often, as our buddy Mr. Jerry Banks used to say, they are bumper to bumper and door to door. It's that Delaware double file restart. Ayrton brings them out of turn 4. Good shot there of A.J. Hicks on the outside. Oscar McCowan in that beautiful black and yellow late model. Boy, nice battle for second there. Looks like Hicks going to try to go to the bottom. Not going to be able to do so as McCowan pulls away from him there. Look at here. Here's Brandon Fouts. He says, hey, guys, remember me? I'm just the cat that won almost every late model race that was held here last year. Brandon Fouts, folks, last year in that number 1 American All-Star Series late model put on a show here last year. Didn't necessarily have the qualifying time that I think he would like to have had. Good shot of a couple cars there, about middle of the pack. We see him roll out of turn number 2 down that back stretch there. Good shot of a couple more drivers trying to work their way through the field. There's Corey Brock. Boy, Corey's got another beautiful car. I love that blue and white. I guess that's the Kentucky Wildcat fan in me. Then how about Darren Sloan? They called him the Wild Child. Now they call him the promoter. Right now, he says no better way to promote this place than to bring his car through the field and get a top 10 finish. Just ahead of him, I believe that's Lenny Bates in the Hometown Sports Corner sponsored number 11 car. Then we see the number 73 of Sice. Boy, the Sice brothers come in here for the first couple times and dominated this place a few years ago under the Barry Prophet-led Mountain Motor Speedway track. Then we see the Zero car. Boy, how about that paint scheme there of those fellows out of Johnson County, Kentucky, McLeod Racing Team. Then we see a bunch of nice cars just ahead of him. That's a couple of the American All-Star Series regular drivers that race with them on a weekly basis, going to be contending for that championship. But right now, A.J. Hicks and Brandon Fouts battling it out. Fouts to the inside. Hicks trying to hold him off. Sometimes in these races, folks, this becomes the problem. You get caught up in, do you pursue the guy in front of you, or are you going to have to focus more on holding the guy that's behind you back? I think that's kind of what AJ's in right now. I'm going to bring another caution out here at Mountain Motor Speedway. This is not, I can promise you, what Mr. Ayrton wants. He's jet fast in that 007 late model from out of the great state of Virginia. But what this does is this stacks him up on his back bumper on that Delaware double file restart. Track hardening up there, some down in 3 and 4s. We got that car coming up to the top to talk to a couple crew members. Good shot again there of Corey Brock as he's going to resume the field. Then in the screen right now, I think we see Sice, and he's just behind there. Mr. McLeod will come into the screen. I love the paint scheme for McLeod and those guys. Then Steve Stallings, there's my buddy. Of course, Steve, part of that great event that we like to kick things off with here, the Hazard Save-A-Lot Day. One of my finest and funnest events each year that I like to support. 100% of the profit from the Hazard Save-A-Lot Days goes to families that have medical expenses and needs and so forth. Herschel Caldwell and Steve Stallings and those guys with Save-A-Lot do a fantastic job with that. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, that's why I didn't want to take a commercial during this caution. I wanted to plug what they done and already tell you guys to make plans to join us next year. We have Bo Duke come out and be with us. We have beautiful skies and raised a big amount of money. Very, very proud of what they're able to do, as I said, year in and year out. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Let me mention that too before we go back green. First big race of the year at Mountain Motor. First of several that the promoters have on hand here. And Darren Sloan and the guys are continuing to work on the track. As we see, tough break here for the Hometown Sports Corner sponsored number 11, Lenny Bates. Again, glad to be on that Pro 1 guttering number 11 machine, but she didn't go the way we thought or had hoped it would tonight, as they'll have to push him into the infield. Lenny was up there in the middle of the pack running good. Finished a strong second in his heat race, and I have a feeling, folks, not just because we're one of his sponsors, I think this is the year that Lenny Bates puts that car in the winner's circle. I mean that. I won't be one bit surprised to see him park that thing in the winner's circle. But as he and the other car both have been taken to the infield, we're just about ready to go back green. And as I said, how about Tyler Ayrton up there in the front, guys? Ayrton, of course, would like to chase an American All-Star Series championship. Now, a little bit about the series, guys. They have a series championship run about, I'm going to guess, 20 different racetracks. A lot of the racetracks will host this series 2 and some even 3 times a year. And from there, they'll crown a series champion at the end of the year. Then they also have a weekly championship. If you are an American All-Star Series 604 crate late model sanctioned track, each week your points, your results produces a weekly point standing. And of course, Raymond Nichols from right here at Mountain Motor was able to win that 3 years ago. And then last year, Brandon Fouts in that dominating season I told you about, well, he was able to come away with the championship last year. As they are bunched up and ready to go, here we see him turn them loose again. Ayrton brings him out of turn 4. He says, wouldn't it be cool if I could be the first ever to win the weekly and the series championship? I'll talk more about that in a moment, folks. It is doable with this series. As Ayrton brings him out of turn 4, this is the first American All-Star Series race at Mountain Motor Speedway. It's first race of the season for them. They'll be at Lake Cumberland Speedway tomorrow, and whoop, we got another caution car looped around in turn 4. We better take a commercial here. We'll be back.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
Care Cottage is happy once again to be sponsoring tonight's sporting event. They're also pleased to announce they will launch their second Race to Prevent Child Abuse campaign beginning with this racing season. Tune in each week as we bring you our Driver of the Week, sponsored by carecottage.org. And welcome back, race fans. Out of that caution, once again, Ayrton sees them or probably doesn't see them, but at least hears them. Boy, Oscar McCown slides underneath Hicks. Hicks going to try to take him back down here in 3 and 4. But again, Ayrton knows they're behind him, and he wants to keep them there. Boy, good race right there for 3rd spot. Actually, I guess it's 4th, as Brandon Fouts tries to hold off his fellow competitor there as they race down that back stretch side by side. That's the way you like it right there, folks. This is a good show for you race fans. Again, Brandon knows now's the time you got to make your move here at Mountain Motor. You don't want to be playing catch up on the final couple laps. I think if you're going to have a shot to win, you want to set yourself in the top 3, maybe within the next 5 laps. What say you fans? Do you agree with me? Let me ask you fans too that are watching tonight, who are you cheering on? In the comment section, let us know. Which one of these late model drivers is your favorite? Who you going to be cheering for all season long? My, are we going to have ourselves a fun time here on a Hometown Sports Corner, folks, bringing you these races here as often as we can. Again, all part of our weekly show, Sports Talk. If you like it, let the sponsors know. Oh my, Mr. McLeod not going the right direction. That'll bring out the caution. We'll be back after this.
The weekend. And weekend mud. And torque for days. And getting home. And your little brother. And why he drives you crazy.
Just park it over there. Nope. I think I'm good there. Keep it close.
You hit my truck.
Really?
In one tight spot. And the strength. And the smarts. I knew it. And the Silverado family of trucks. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Dr. Fran Hughes at Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Quantum Healthcare is now accepting new patients. Dr. Hughes is available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. We accept most major insurances, Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer a sliding fee scale. Contact us at Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Quantum Healthcare for an appointment with Fran Hughes today. Call 606-436-0711 or visit our webpage, www.kymha.com.
And a big thank you to our good sponsors, again, folks over at Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, Quantum Healthcare, and Dr. Fran Hughes. I think that's the prettiest doctor in Eastern Kentucky, or in the world for that matter, by the way. Then, of course, our friends at carecottage.org, the Knott County Physical Court. Got a couple more here, but right now, boy, Steve Stallings got himself a hot rod, trying to work his way through the field. Darren Sloan right there with Stallings, racing him down that back stretch. Just ahead of him, though, how about that? 2 by 2 once again. They race everybody trying to get, as I said, in those top 2 or 3 spots by crunch time, by the final, let's say 5 laps. But way ahead of the field, Mr. Tyler Ayrton got himself thing set on cruise. Oscar McCown's got him in check, but boy, Ayrton got a pretty comfortable lead right now on the rest of the field. It's A.J. Hicks behind Tyler and Oscar, and then they continue to race behind them. Coming out of turn 4, race fans, as I said earlier, who you riding with, as my buddy Walter used to like to ask on the mic. Miss Walter not being here tonight. The gentleman they've got doing a great job, don't get me wrong, but I'm just kind of used to hearing Walter tap on the big mic here when the American All-Star Series comes to town. Folks, this series, though, continues to grow, and so does our racing here in Eastern Kentucky. Right now, tonight, as we speak, American All-Star Race in action at Mountain Motor. But, folks, they're going to Lake Cumberland Speedway tomorrow night, and our friends Brandon Hargrove and those folks will put on a fantastic show. If you haven't been down there, go down and check them out. Then, of course, have you heard the news? They call it Hidden Hollow, but it's really Lucky 7 Speedway. Just, no luck there for that car as he spins around, loops it around, and brings out the caution. Let's take a break. We'll talk more about what I was getting ready to say. Care Cottage is happy once again to be sponsoring tonight's sporting event. They're also pleased to announce they will launch their second Race to Prevent Child Abuse campaign beginning with this racing season. Tune in each week as we bring you our Driver of the Week, sponsored by carecottage.org.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
And welcome back, guys. This thing's starting to click away. Crunch time now for the drivers. If you're going to make a move, now's the time to make it. Oscar McCallum was on the back bumper of Ayrton, but as I say that, Brandon Fouts dives in there. He has him at the start-finish line. I believe it was Fouts, but McCallum going to try to swap back with him as they race this hard competitive race here. You know who likes this, don't you? Tyler Ayrton. Ayrton continuing to pull away from them. Again, as they race down that backstretch, fans, who you got? Who you think? Is it Ayrton going to be able to hold them off? Now, you folks, of course, that was there know who won it. But for you that didn't, are you liking this? If so, tell us. Would you like to see more of these races in their entirety here on Hometown Sports? Or are you the guys and gals that would just prefer some clips? Well, either way, I'm going to tell you we're going to do both. But for tonight, we're bringing you the entire 40-lap feature from Mountain Motor Speedway in Isom, Kentucky. This is their first race of the season for the American All-Star Series. 40-lap feature, $3,000 to win. And Tyler Ayrton won the last American All-Star Series race that was held here. He'd like to just pick right up and continue again where he left off. Looks like he might do so too, folks. Be honest with you. Brandon Fouts and McCallum race back there. Good race for them, though, still yet, as they continue to battle it out here. Mountain Motor Speedway, of course, in Isom, Kentucky on Highway 7. Race American All-Star Series crate late models each week, UMP modified. They run sport mods, 4 cylinders, hobby stock, and the KDRA series. We got another caution come out. Let's watch them here. Actually, rather than taking a commercial on this one, we're just going to keep it right here on the restart. Ayrton brings them by the flag stand again. Fans, who you got? Who you think? Have you picked your winner? Now's the time to do so. I love it, though, again, when you race fans are enjoying this thing as much as what it appears you are here tonight at Mountain Motor Speedway. And I applaud the racetrack for putting on a good show for you fans. If you like what you see, tell somebody about it. Again, I think advertising here on Hometown Sports Corner is certainly great, but I think the greatest advertisement these racetracks can have is word of mouth from you, the fans. Tell somebody, man, I went there and had a ball. We took our family there. We liked what we saw so much that we're going back. And when you do that, again, it just continues to provide an awesome way for the track to advertise and to grow its product here each and every week. As we see again, Ayrton coming out of turn number 4. Boy, he had himself a fantastic run there the last, 3 or 4 laps. He put some distance between himself and those cats that were racing him hard on that last restart. Now, you know Ayrton, he wants this thing to stay green. Green to him helps his opportunity of getting some green, if you know what I mean. But again, right now, he knows that one more restart would give him a chance. If it stays green, though, folks, they may go ahead and bring out the Sharpie and write his name down there on the check, to be quite honest with you, as Ayrton has continued to impress us all here at Mountain Motor Speedway here on Hometown Sports. But there it was. Did you see it? One more caution and one more opportunity. These guys are going to try one final time to reel him in. As they do so down the backstretch, he shows you just how strong he is, though. Ayrton driving with the left hand and flexing his muscle with the right. As he comes out of 4, going into 1 and 2. Nice, comfortable lead. But not so much for anybody else. Look at them. Guys, there's positions to be passed, and yes, they want to win these races. But folks, in these kind of races, you pass a guy and you gain a couple extra $300 oftentimes, sometimes even more when we're talking about the top 5. So these spots are so important. Every spot big. Final lap, guys. Everybody watching him up front. That green light's on, but it's a fixing to go off as the white flag flies over the right shoulder. Checkered flag in sight. Check him out. Tyler Ayrton comes by at flag stand one final time, and he takes the checkered flag. Congratulations to him. Good showing here for Mr. Ayrton. As again, the American All-Star Series win goes to him as he takes the win of this 40-lap feature and gets a good strong finish. Oscar McCowan comes home second. Shane Greco would be 4th behind 3rd place Brandon Fouts, and the 5th place goes to Logan Wall. And once again, guys, they say if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. We were on the air and got some storms here, and I think it might have kicked us off, so we'll try this again. Too good of a show tonight not to bring you all of it, as we followed Marty Clay, the AMW heavyweight champion, to Hazard, Kentucky. Then we stopped in and talked to Cole Prater and Dylan Easterly, 2 of our hometown Sports Corner MVPs. So we're going to talk to them. And also, let's talk a little tennis here. Let me go ahead and tell you, Knott County Central Lady Patriots advanced to the semifinals as they won tonight over Lee County. Lady Patriots won 3-1. The 5th match didn't have to be completed. Miss